Alright, so I want to show what the process of teaching a new tool can look like on a dog whose first instinct is to flight. He can be very dramatic. He does a little bit of fight as well, but flight is a big one for him. Poppy. So I've had him, this is day 2 now. He was with my daycare crew yesterday, so we were able to do what we could with him. With just a regular slip lead, but today I want to do the transitional where it's over the nose. So I want you guys to see what this kind of looks like. And his reaction is always to lie down. So it's important we let these guys go through this because it's nothing scary, right? All it is it's something around his nose. Poppy. It's nothing scary. It's just something around his nose, that's all. And so this is where a lot of people give in. They say, oh, my dog doesn't like this tool. No, your dog just doesn't know what it is. It's unfamiliar with it. It's something different. So we just got to teach them that it's nothing scary. And this is going to help build this guy's confidence a whole lot too, because it's a new situation that we're helping him work through. So he realizes, oh, hey, this human has my back. He trusts me that I can handle it. He's guiding me through it. Even though initially it seemed like a big deal, he knew better, and he knows that this is going to be a way we can walk together really awesome and really gently. So there you go. Fight. There we go. So something unfamiliar. Hey. We'll create a lot of confidence for you guys now. It's just teaching them something new, right? So anytime we learn something new, it can be overwhelming at first. It can be really frustrating. We can feel like we're just setting ourselves up to fail. We can feel kind of dumb, stuff like that. But once we get further into the process, we start to realize, hey, no, this is good. This is building our skills, which builds our confidence. And we realize, hey, we can do something new. So just let him work through it. Don't pay that any mind. I'm not telling him not to do anything. Now I'm just putting a little bit of pressure on his nose, just a tiny bit. And what I like about this tool, and anything over the nose like a halty or this transitional, is you can use so much less pressure. And most dogs are so used to fighting through so much pressure with their necks, to where they're just choking themselves like no tomorrow, and they're not getting a clear picture. So I want you to think of this as like a little cell phone. He's on one end, I'm on the other end. What I'm saying is, as I'm holding this pressure, the conversation is, hey buddy, I would like you to relax so I can lead this walk so we can have some fun. You know, we can work together as a team and migrate. And what he's hearing on the other end is saying, no, Anthony, I'm not quite ready for that yet. And I'm saying, that's okay, I'll just stay on the line here and wait till you're ready. So I'll just hold that slight bit of pressure until you're ready. I'm saying, you know what, it's not a big deal. I can be patient for you, bud. I'm here for you. However much time you need, we'll take it. If he gets a little bit stuck, like some dogs do, I may add a little bit of a different pressure, a little snap or even a little touch at the bum. See if he's ready for that, because sometimes dogs can freeze during this process, which is, from what I found, that's what he's done a fair bit yesterday and today already. And because he's so used to the pressure, he's used to that staying on. He's like, okay, whatever, you'll release eventually. And then he kind of gets his way inadvertently too, which makes him a bit entitled. So he's insecure, but then he can react on that insecurity and make some pretty bad decisions. And then by getting his way, you're fueling kind of a negative sort of confidence. Like he's not really truly confident and good at making good decisions. So you're kind of fueling the wrong kind of the wrong kind of confidence. It's a fake confidence. And as soon as he sits, that pressure comes off. That's the reward, right? That's saying, yep, that's exactly what I want, buddy. Poppy. So now we just let him kind of simmer on the stove for a little bit. Let that kind of sink in a little bit, and then we'll take another step forward. And this is kind of all on his timing. So now he's practicing a little bit of avoidance, and that's totally normal. That's part of the process. Hey, Poppy, no. So she's looking for some negative attention, so I'm just going to ignore her, and that'll go away. There you go. See, that wasn't so dramatic. Nope. Make this just a little tighter so he can't get it off. Or it's a little harder for him to get it off. There, that's what I wanted, buddy. See? See? Not such a big deal. So that's where people give up, and I hate seeing that because they think, oh, the dog doesn't like the tool. No, again, they're just unfamiliar with it. They can throw their temper tantrum all they want. I'm tying there. I'm going to be here for them in the end. Very similar to, if it's really cold outside, say it's, minus 20 outside and your kids want to go play in the snow, but they don't want to wear their winter jacket. Sorry, babe, it's not going to happen. If you want to go outside and play in the snow, you got to wear your parka. So they're going to throw a bit of a temper tantrum, putting their parka on, and going to be rigmaroling all around and yelling and screaming and fussing and maybe crying. But then when they finally do get outside and start to play, they forget they were wearing their coat and the temper tantrum's just gone. So that's the same idea here. Think of it as a little temper tantrum. And I'm saying it's okay, you can have your temper tantrum. Once you're done, we'll move forward. No big deal. But you wouldn't give in to your kid and say, okay, fine, then just go outside without your parka if it's minus 20. No, I don't want my kid getting frostbite, and I don't want to have to go to the ER and things like that because your sticker got frostbite or something like that. There you go. See? So that time we had a little bit longer success, right? So we're building upon that. And this is good work for him as well, having that distraction of Poppy here, and really good for Poppy as well. Working around distractions, that's a big part of what we're working with for her. And just to pay no mind to it. It's none of her business. She can just relax and hang out and be a dog. So you can see how exhausting this is. Not really physically. Oh, that was better. He didn't fight that at all. That was awesome. Not really all that physically exhausting, but mentally, right? He is trying to paw it off his face and stuff like that. But that's not where all of this panting exhaustion is from. It's from that mental of, I want to fight this tool. I want to fight this tool. I don't know what this is. Get it off my face. Get it off my face. He's getting himself all worked up about something on his face and something new and somebody saying, hey, buddy, you can relax. I want to lead the walk for us. And that's not what he's used to. So it's different. It's stressful for him to give up that control because in his mind, that's been his role with humans, is like control. So there he fought again, and that's totally fine. He gave up a lot quicker. So I'm not practicing quite as much avoidance, which is great. And it's important if we don't take time to do this in a quiet setting like a house. Or I should say, it's important to do this in a quiet setting like a house if you can before you go out into busyness and chaos so that you can kind of master things along the way. Without it being so stressful. Let the dog win. That was fabulous. That was fabulous. Barely any pressure on that leash. And he sat down right away. But now I also get a bit more avoidance. That's okay. I'm here for him. this way. That was me just pressing the e-collar button for Poppy there. Use that as a communication tool. Today's her first day with e-collar. I'm going to have a video of that too. Probably silent because I was talking to somebody in the meantime. So this is just a reminder that she can just relax and to never mind. You see that head starting to come up a little bit more. Building a tiny bit of confidence. It's not quite as big of a deal anymore. And it's only been a matter of minutes, right? So what are we at? Probably like 10 minutes or so. And then what we do after this is we just have some relaxing time. Either some crate time or some placement. So there, hold on. He's flipped it a little bit here, so I'm just going to readjust this here. And while we're pawing, and that can happen sometimes too. Just adjust it so the tab is where it should be. There he sat by himself. He's starting to realize, hey, that's not doing anything for me. It's not changing the fact that it's not coming off if I futz with it. There we go. Because what's happening here is he's not able to win and get his way, so he's like, okay, what are my other options here? And he's going to be reluctant to give into this, I'm sure, because he's quite persistent and committed to his ideas. As you see, I'm not getting frustrated either. That's a big thing. Let him know that it's no big deal. Get off my foot. So think of this as kind of his second wind. He's trying to kind of give his all in now. So I'm just holding a little pressure here. I just want his bum on the ground. Just so that we can kind of take a minute to kind of reboot. He can kind of resettle himself a little bit. He's getting a little stuck there. And this is when, too, if you're doing this with your own dog, you can take a breath and reassess yourself, calm yourself again, let your dog know that, hey, you're confident in what you're doing and you're guiding the process and you know that this is just part of it, right? That you're not getting worked up because your dog's getting worked up. That's a huge thing, too. So you can go breathe in, hold it for a little bit, then breathe out. Drop your shoulders and relax. This is when you can whip out your phone too and go on Facebook and kind of let your dog just kind of go through the process. And you're just kind of there in the presence, being a calming support, saying, being kind of a silent cheerleader, right? Silent, by not acknowledging it and just being there as a calm, steady presence, you're helping him. As opposed to saying, it's okay, baby, it's okay. Because if I say that in this state, then he thinks that's the energy I want. Every time I put this leash on him, I want an unsure, nervous energy. And that's not what I want. I want this to be kind of a means to an end, right? It's just a tool. It's a tool to get from point A to point B. Just like any tool, right? It's a means to get a job done. There you go. That's him trying to self-soothe a little bit. That's great. He even looked up at me there a little bit. That was fabulous. I like that he doesn't have a super stressed out tone. So that's fabulous. So I'll take another step forward. And just stop again. That was great. That was great, bud. And even though I'm saying that, he's not hearing that and acknowledging that, and that's fine. He's not at the state of mind where he can acknowledge that, and so a little bit of pressure here. Saying, hey buddy, come back this way. I don't know if you can kind of see his eyes right now, how tired he's getting. I'm just keeping that pressure a little bit with him. Good. There you go. There you go. Shake it off. Good. So I'll do one more here in front of the camera probably. And then we'll stop it there, just so this video isn't an hour long.